What's up, everybody? This is your girl, Shebah Saturn, coming back to you again. Thank you so much for clicking on the link. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you so much for the love. Of course, I'm wishing you peace, prosperity, abundance, and may all of your happiness and your creativity and your self-expression multiply. Also, make sure when you subscribe to hit the notifications button, because I have myself on a little schedule here and I'm going to try and speak to you as often as possible. Once I realized that like everybody has fears and it's part of the human experience, and that this anxiety and this OCD is it's a teacher to me. And here are the simple tips and tricks that I use, 15 simple tips and tricks that I use to deal with anxiety in the moment. Now, of course, please understand this is not an exhaustive list. This is done from my heart chakra to yours. Please go and speak to a mental health professional, a therapist, a confidant, a trusted friend, whatever it is that your intuition tells you that you need to do. Go out and seek help and get help. These are strategies where, let's say you're having an episode of anxiety or OCD, and these are strategies that I use to help me get out of it in the moment. Okay, so let's go through the list. All right, so if you've listened to my other videos, you know that I'm a really big believer in therapeutic practices that are economically accessible, right? So number one is to write in your journal about how you feel. I say this in every video, but it's because it's just, again, it really is in alignment with my personal ethics and ideology and my principles. Like the advice that I give you, I want it to be manageable and doable for normal people like me and you, right? So I want it to be accessible and I want it to be doable. And I want you to know that you can do this. If you're having an episode of anxiety and OCD, it's okay. We're just managing it, okay? So these are steps to manage it. Write in your journal. And sometimes what I'll do is I'll type in on YouTube like 10 minutes of shamanic native drumming by curanderos or people of different indigenous tribes. The heartbeat of the drum is very soothing to me, and it gets me out of my head very quickly. So hopefully if you try it out, let me know in the comments below if that works for you. I'm going to put a link in the comments below in the description box to which one that I use that just gets me in that flow. So that's number one, write in your journal. Number two, I started doing this the last year. I have a playlist of things that I think are really hilarious, and I will intentionally watch them. I'm very sensitive, so I don't like seeing pranks or getting people or seeing people get hurt. That actually hurts my feelings. Yes, I know I'm sensitive. But what I do is I love listening to Richard Pryor, and joy is something that I've learned to experience and learned to use as a very intentional strategy. So I'll watch something that makes me laugh. I'll put also a link in the comments below to one of the comedy, stand-up comedy episodes that I watch a lot. Number three, I will walk outside and feel the fresh air. God, that's so grounding to me. It's a bonus if I'm in a context where I can remove my socks if I'm wearing them and feel the grass. There's just something about the electricity and all the nutrients and the vitamins that I feel in just like connecting to Mother Earth, and the electricity that I feel, the energetic waves that I feel in my body that automatically makes me feel super grounded. And also, in addition to that, if I'm having a really bad anxiety attack, I will lay completely on the floor. With my eyes up, so just like my body facing up, and that almost always gets rid of my anxiety. Number four, go on a nature walk. Here in the great beautiful state of Georgia, I'm from Cali, but here in the great beautiful state of Georgia, we have the most amazing, beautiful, gorgeous waterfalls, and one of my favorites is Raven Cliff Falls. That does take, some time, a little gas money, and a little bit of preparation, but you're definitely worth it. And this is a bonus if you take a friend with you, because it's just kind of like a safer thing. Yeah. Safer thing to do so people know where you are. Number five, get moving. If you follow my Instagram, you will see that I use working out as a strategic way to take care of my mental health. Jump roping specifically, it really does help me to take a breather And as I'm jumping, right, I'm not like pressurizing myself, like I gotta jump 500 jumps. Like I'm having fun, I'm relaxing. There's no rules, there's no like increment of time that I have to live up to. And I put on songs that make me feel happy and songs that remind me of growing up in East LA in the 90s. So of course I play Tupac. Number 6, which is an extension of being physically active, is to stretch. I do actually have like a very accessible yoga video online. So check that out. It says Yoga with Shebah Saturn. But you do not have to, don't have anxiety and then get anxious about not knowing the right moves. Do you know what I'm saying? Like your body is the biggest teacher and all you need to do is connect with your body. And one of the easiest ways to do that is to just stretch, let your body hang, loosen out your neck. Or what I do is I will literally put myself in the splits. I can't do a full like sprawl out like split, but I'll put myself in the split as much as I can, take deep breaths, and I'll walk my elbows to, so I'll create a V with my legs and walk my elbows to the floor. And that really helps. Number 7, which is also an extension, a lot of these, they work in tandem with one another, is I notice that a lot of times when I'm having anxiety, my breath is really shallow. So one of the things that I will do is I will imagine myself breathing very deeply, breathing in a beautiful yellow light or blue light or whatever makes you feel relaxed, and then breathing out anything that doesn't make me feel good. So then I imagine like a gray color that I'm breathing out, like the negative thoughts and the anxiety and the compulsiveness and the addictive habits and behavioral habits. So it's just like a and on that right, let out a deep breath. Yeah, that actually made me feel really good right now. Let's see, or I'll do the vocal warm-ups, like that always feels really good. Sometimes to make a noise. Sorry if I blow out your eardrums. Or we'll do the I don't think that this is just a Mexican thing, but it's like the call, like the warrior's call. The how does it go? That feels really good too. Like you might be laughing, but that shit feels really good. So on to the next. Take a warm shower. And you can bathe in therapeutic essential oils such as lemongrass, vanilla, lavender, whatever makes you feel beautiful and reminds you of the beauty of your soul and something that is soothing for you. You can treat yourself to that. Number 10 is a little bit more subjective. I'm really into fashion and I like to make myself up. Like my room, like I just have like, I have full on like, como se dice, like clothing racks that you would find in a clothing store because I love fashion. I'm a Leo. And that's what makes me happy. So if not, I'm not feeling great. I used to like use food to self-medicate a lot, but because of my history with my eating disorder, I don't really have good boundaries with when I should eat, with eating when I'm emotional. So it's just not a good territory that I've been able to navigate. So I can't do that. Like indulge in like comfort food, even if it's healthy, I end up just like getting really nervous and obsessively like eating like 5 pounds of broccoli. You know, if it's not cookies, then it's, even if it's something healthy, it's still very compulsive with my history of having an eating disorder. So what I will do instead is I will take out like ridiculous dresses and I will try them on. But what this really is about is finding something, that special thing that you can go to that helps you creatively self-express. Because I feel like when I have anxiety, I have like a cap on myself that's just really trying to like, you know, come off. It's like pressure cooker, right? So I'll put on fabulous dresses and like look at myself in the mirror and tell myself how fabulous that I am. Again, this is about doing something that makes you happy. It's not necessarily about the action, whatever that action is for you. All right, number 10. Of course, you can reach out for help. Okay, this can be your therapist that you already have. This can be a nurturing figure in your life. This could be a friend, a trusted confidant. Always, always, always a good idea to reach out for help. Go have lunch with a friend or dinner with a friend. I always say you might want to journal before you do that, because it's also, or ask the friend if they're open to receiving that, because it's really not fair to push your shit onto other people. So my sister and I do that. She'll be like, hey, are you in the mood to deal with this right now? Can you listen to this right now? So you can do that. Agua con limón. Let's see. Another thing, again, this is more personal and subjective, but I would love to share it with you, is I feel very connected to my ancestors, especially my abuelita, Mama Chole Soledad de la Selva from Nicaragua, and my other grandma, Graciela Salcido. So I have their photos, and they give me a lot of strength. I had really positive relationships with them. Such a privilege to know them and to be associated with them through my family lineage. And I will pray to my ancestors. I will light a candle. I will surrender. I will pray on my bed or in a soft surface, forehead and nose to the floor, hands together. Just balances out what they say is the different aspects of your self-expression. In yoga, they say that one side of the body is female, one side is male, and coming together is the balancing of the two. And I completely surrender, and I ask my ancestors for guidance. And that always makes me feel really good. This is 12. This is personal. I also will do the tarot. And the tarot, I like to approach the tarot when I'm not in a super emphatic, compulsive state. So I will probably pray and then ask my spiritual guides for help. Surrender and ask for help. Say, I need help. And then, of course, I always thank them. Another strategy, these are more esoteric as we're getting down to the 15. 13 is I'll reread my natal chart, just because reading is something that's very therapeutic for me. I love language. I love concepts. I love ideas. I'm very much an idea person. And Mayan astrology, I'm Gaban, which is like the thinker. And the primary organ associated with that is the brain. So I like reading. It soothes me, and I like collecting information. I'm very interested in like learning new things. So I'll reread my natal chart, but for you, it could be rereading your favorite book. 14 and 15, I lost count. I'm sorry, but it's somewhere in that ballpark. I asked my partner, I was like, baby, what is one way that you deal with having anxiety? And he was like, well, number one, I do framing. I understand that like this is just a moment in a day, right? And that I have my own power and I have my own ability. These are his words. I have my own power and I have my own ability to be able to navigate my day how I want. So he does like multiple things. He will engage in a ritual. So one of the rituals for him is like making tea or making coffee. It helps him calm down. He'll sit in like a lotus pose and then just do the, and he'll like push himself to smile, and then he'll have tea. And then he will take a shower. And he said that you can do all these things in an hour or less. What strategies do you use? I hope you found this helpful. That's always my goal, is to be of service, to be of help. It's my prayer, my goal, and my intention. Post your strategies below. And of course, share, click the notifications button, and click the like button. And if you found this helpful, let me know. Inbox me. I love messages. I love comments. And please share with your networks. Till next time. Peace.